Hi everyone. You know, many people often ask me, they often say, Lorna, you have said that we are all peacekeepers, you know, that we all play that part. And yes, every one of you do. We just forget to recognize that you are a peacekeeper as well, personally, in your life. And many of us kind of think, oh, that's just peacekeeping for the whole world. It's not. To be a peacekeeper, to keep the peace within your family, to keep the peace within your community, to keep the peace wherever you go. And I smile at that because we all talk about, you know, we want to get closer to God. We want to grow more spiritually. We want to be able to see through the eyes of our souls. We want to one day to be able to see the guardian angel of those we love. And we talk about we want to hear more clearly that guidance that our guardian angel gives us. So if you want all of that to grow spiritually and lots more, you have to be very slow to anger. You've got to be the peacekeeper. So let's say, you know, when you see, a good example really is when you see a mother with maybe a 4-year-old or a 7-year-old child, and the child suddenly gets upset. You know, it could be over an ice cream. It could be a mistake the lady behind the counter made and the child saw it, that they were giving them something they didn't want. So the child kind of, one would say, has a tantrum, but it's because they're upset. And who do you think is the peacekeeper then? The mother. The mother calms the child down and tells them it's okay. What is it you want? What did the girl do wrong? And the child will, you know, probably struggle a little bit, and then the mother will even calm the child down more because she is being the peacekeeper. And then, you know, the ice cream is picked and the child is happy. And we have all forgotten how to do that, but yet mothers do it every single day. And that's why I even say to mothers and fathers, if your teenager is kind of screaming at you or something like that, be the peacekeeper. You stay calm and you listen to your child. You listen to that teenager. And don't be, in a sense, in a hurry to get what's inside you out, you know, because that, in a way, kind of causes conflict, you know, and the battle could keep going on, and then there is no peace. And the same goes for even in the workplace. It means, you know, even if you're having a dispute with someone, kind of be the peacekeeper. Just keep that in mind, that you don't want it to escalate? I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. You know, you don't want that to happen. Instead, you want calmness, but you want it sorted out. You don't want hate to come up. You don't want anger to come up. You don't want revenge, because I'm always talking about revenge as well. So many of us, you know, we say, well, I had a dispute with someone in the family, or my best friend is not talking to me anymore because we had a row. Maybe step back now and ask yourself, really, what was that row about? You were part of it. You were to blame as well as the other person. So make peace. Maybe you can never be friends in the same way again, but make peace. It's just so important. Lots of people as well would say to me, Lorna, can you pray for peace in my life? Peace in their heart, peace in their mind, because all of the negative things, all of those let's say those rows they had, or those disputes they had, keep playing over and over again and again within their human body, within their heart and their mind. And it just, I would say to you, it's a waste. It's a completely waste. You should be not having those rows. You should be able to say, by the way, that blade of grass needs some water. And if someone turns around and says, no, it doesn't need water, why would you bother? Just say, okay, go and get the water yourself and give the blade of grass the water. We can see what's happening in the world today, and the world is such an example. To look at what's happening in the world and then look at what's happening within your life, where all the rows are, where all the arguments are, where part of the family haven't spoken to each other for 20 or 30 years or 6 years. And the children that are coming up, the teenagers, the young people, they don't even know what the row was about, what the anger and hate was about. Was it about material things? If it was, they're not important in the end. It's those you love, it's your family, it's your friends, it's your neighbourhood. So try your best and ask God and your guardian angel to help you to be a peacemaker within your own family, to be slow to anger, especially within yourself. If there's anything that you need to sort out now and say you're sorry for, which lots of us find very hard because we blame the other person, or we blame the other part of the family, or we blame the neighbours down the road, or we blame, our friends that we had long ago, that it was all their fault. First of all, forgive yourself. Let it go. Be the peacemaker. And step out, I would say, into life again. And let it be full of lots and lots of blessings. So I'll just say, God bless and love you all. Love you.